Today we're diving into the journey of an actress who's left her mark on Hollywood, Marisa Tomei.
From Brooklyn to the bright lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, a journey filled with talent.
And a bit of mystery too, right?
You could say that.
Let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Marisa Tomei was born on December 4th, 1964 in Brooklyn, New York.
That's right. Born and raised.
And her name,
Just as simple as it sounds.
Marisa Tomei, no middle name.
No middle name. Nope.
She's never been married, no children.
Right. Although some sources say there might have been an engagement at some point.
But she keeps those details pretty private.
As she should.
Now, something that stands out about Marisa Tomei,
What's that?
that vibrant Italian heritage.
Absolutely. Both her parents have Italian roots.
A mix of Tuscan, Calabrian.
Campanian and Sicilian ancestry, too.
It's like a tapestry of Italian culture woven into everything she does.
You can really feel that energy in her performances.
Absolutely. Like a hidden layer of depth.
Yeah. And that path to the screen, it started early for her.
Her parents were big theater fans, right?
Big enthusiasts. They exposed her to the magic of Broadway from a young age.
I read that she was already a standout in junior high even, playing Hetty LaRue in How to Succeed in Business without really trying.
She had that acting bug early on, definitely.
So where'd she study?
The Albee School of Dance.
Okay.
And even spent a year at Boston University.
But the pull of the stage.
Oh, it proved too strong. She had to go back.
Where was her professional debut?
1983, a role on that long-running soap opera, As the World Turns.
It was like a training ground for so many actors, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, a classic.
And for Marisa.
It was just the first step.
Did she go straight into film after that?
She did, in 1984, a small part in The Flamingo Kid, but it was her next TV role that really got her noticed.
Tell me about it.
She played Maggie Loughton on that popular sitcom, A Different World, during the first season.
I remember that show, dealing with important social and cultural issues.
Right, and such a talented cast.
Fantastic opportunity for a young actress to build her resume.
Absolutely. And it showed her range early on. From there, she went on to do films like Chaplin, worked alongside Robert Downey Jr., her boyfriend at the time,
Teen Tart.
The Paper, Only You, and even earned a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination for her work in Unhook the Stars.
She didn't shy away from smaller independent films either.
Not at all. In fact, one of them, Slums of Beverly Hills from 1998, became a cult classic.
Really showed off her comedic timing.
Oh, it did.
This variety in her choices is intriguing, like she was building a foundation for something even bigger.
And then it hit. 1992.
My Cousin Vinny.
My Cousin Vinny, her portrayal of Mona Lisa Vito, Joe Pesci's girlfriend, changed everything.
That quick-witted girlfriend.
Exactly. And it earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress at just 27 years old.
A moment every actor dreams of.
And to achieve it so early in her career, incredible. There was even that rumor
Oh yeah, the rumor.
that Jack Palance read the wrong name at the Oscars. But thankfully just a rumor.
Imagine that whirlwind of emotions. Winning. And then that moment of doubt.
Must have been a roller coaster.
It really launched her career, didn't it?
Oh, it did. But what's fascinating is how she navigated the aftermath. Didn't just chase blockbusters.
She kept making those choices that resonated with her. Comedic and dramatic roles. Different sizes, different genres.
It's like she was saying, I'm not just here for the fame, I'm here to tell stories.
And she's a master storyteller, that's for sure. But the role she took on in 2001 in the bedroom, it was a departure.
It was a powerful drama
Yeah.
about grief and loss.
She played Natalie Strout, a single mother in a really tough situation.
Such a raw and emotionally charged performance. Completely different from Mona Lisa Vito.
And guess what?
Tell me.
It got her a second Oscar nomination.
See? My Cousin Vinny wasn't a fluke.
For Best Supporting Actress, it
Yeah.
solidified her status.
She had arrived and she was here to stay. And she didn't stop there. She kept pushing, challenging herself with each role.
Like in 2008 with The Wrestler, alongside Mickey Rourke.
Exactly. Such a powerful film.
Aging, regret, searching for some sort of redemption. What was her role in that?
She played Cassidy, a stripper. She forms a unique bond with Rourke's character, Randy the Ram Robinson.
It was a critically acclaimed performance, wasn't it?
It was. It really showed a different side of her. Vulnerability, complexity. And you know what?
Another Oscar nomination.
Another one. Her third.
Wow, 3 Oscar nominations. That's incredible. She's more than just a talented actress, though, isn't she?
What do you mean?
Well, she's intelligent, well-spoken, a strong advocate for women's rights and social justice, too.
She's definitely used her platform to raise awareness about important issues. And she brings such a presence to everything she does, on and off the screen.
And that same energy drew her back to the stage, didn't it, after all those years in Hollywood?
Back to her roots.
What was it about the stage that pulled her back?
I think it was that love for live performance, the connection with the audience. You know, she starred in a revival of Wait Until Dark and Top Girls.
Performing live on Broadway must be such a thrill.
Takes a special kind of talent to command a stage like that.
And in stamina.
Oh, yeah, tons of stamina. She's always looking for a challenge, new ways to express her artistic vision, not afraid to take risks, that's for sure. And that brings us to her more recent work.
Aunt May in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Aunt May. Talk about a role that introduced her to a whole new generation of fans.
It's interesting how she took a character that had always been portrayed so traditionally.
And made it her own.
She's modern, relatable, not your typical damsel in distress.
Exactly. She's strong, independent. It aligns perfectly with her personal values, doesn't it?
Like life imitating art, or art imitating life.
It's brilliant. It shows her ability to connect with the audience on a deeper level. It's not just playing a role, you know? It's about embodying a character, bringing her own experiences to the table.
And doing it with such grace, such humor.
It's no wonder she's become such a beloved figure in Hollywood. But, you know, there's more to her story than just acting. Remember a few years ago when she did that genealogy show?
Who do you think you are? I love that show.
It uncovers such fascinating stories.
What did she find out about her family?
She uncovered a long-held family secret
Oh.
about the death of her great-grandfather,
Her great-grandfather.
Francesco Leopoldo Bianchi, over a century ago on the island of Elba.
What was the secret?
He was murdered.
Murdered.
The family always thought he was killed in a brawl, you see. But the truth was much more complicated.
Yeah.
The researchers on the show, they dug into historical documents. It turns out he was murdered by a jealous rival.
That's a pretty dark chapter in her family history. Must have been quite a shock to find out after all those years.
It was emotional for her, you could tell, but she handled it with so much grace. It's a reminder that everyone has their own stories, you know?
Their own family mysteries. Even in the spotlight.
Right. And sometimes those connections are brought to light in the most unexpected ways.
Like their connection to Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah. Julianne Moore had also done a genealogy show, Finding Your Roots, and through DNA and research,
What did they find?
they're distant cousins.
No way. That's amazing. Such a small world. It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
About
If that shared ancestry played a part in their shared passion for acting? It's a fascinating thought.
it really speaks to the power of storytelling, both in our personal lives and on the screen.
You know, one thing that has always struck me about Marisa Tomei is she brings such depth to her characters, even in roles that seem, I don't know, simple.
She has this incredible ability to tap into the human experience.
To find the heart of even the most complex characters.
And she does it with such authenticity. Makes her so captivating to watch.
Think about Mona Lisa Vito in My Cousin Vinny. Could have been just a one-dimensional, tough-talking girlfriend, right?
Right.
But Marisa brought warmth, intelligence to the role. It made her iconic.
That blend of sass and sweetness.
And her comedic timing, impeccable. No wonder she won an Oscar for that performance.
And then you have her in the bedroom.
Total 180 for Mona Lisa Vito.
Raw, emotional. She showed the world she wasn't afraid to take on those tough roles.
Exploring the darker side of human nature.
Pivotal moment in her career. Solidified her as a truly versatile actress.
And she hasn't stopped challenging herself. Romantic comedies, political thrillers, superhero blockbusters, you name it, she's done it.
Constantly pushing herself to grow. Evolve as an artist. Not content to just rest on her laurels. Always looking for new ways to challenge herself.
And surprise her audience.
Exactly. That's what makes her so captivating. Never know what she's going to do next.
But you know what's going to be interesting? A true original. A force of nature.
We're lucky to have her in Hollywood.
Absolutely. But you know what else strikes me about her?
What's that?
Her ability to maintain a sense of privacy amidst all the chaos of Hollywood.
In an industry that thrives on gossip.
And scant.
She's kept her personal life pretty private.
It's refreshing, isn't it?
She's not out there chasing headlines, not trying to be a social media influencer.
She's focused on her craft, lets her work speak for itself.
It's a testament to her integrity, I think. Her commitment to her art. Not letting the noise of the industry distract her.
Something we can all learn from.
Absolutely. Whether you're in entertainment or not, it's about staying true to yourself, Focusing on what you're passionate about, not letting the opinions of others dictate your path.
Well said. Marisa Tomei embodies that perfectly. Makes you wonder, though, what drives her choices?
What do you mean?
What speaks to her soul? What inspires her to take on these new challenges? What pushes her beyond her comfort zone?
Questions we may never have the answers to. But it's that mystery that keeps us coming back for more.
It's the essence of a trick artist.
Always evolving.
Always searching.
Leaving us wanting more.
It really makes her such a compelling figure, both as an actress and as a person. She's a reminder that success doesn't have to mean sacrificing your values.
Or your individuality. She's paved her own path. On her own terms.
And that's inspiring, isn't it? Like she's saying, you can be successful, you can be an advocate, you can be private, all at the same time.
She's broken barriers, shown that you can be multifaceted, embrace all those different parts of yourself without compromise.
And she's done it with such grace.
Humor, too, and a deep respect for her craft. A true role model, I'd say.
Absolutely. For aspiring actors, sure. But for anyone who wants to live a life that's fulfilling and authentic.
Her story's so resonant, isn't it? It's not just about awards and accolades and red carpets.
It's about the journey, the ups and downs, the commitment to staying true to who you are.
And it's a journey that's far from over, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. I think Marisa Tomei has many more stories to tell, on screen and off.
I can't wait to see what she does next.
Me too.
And I think we can all learn a thing or two from her approach to life, her dedication.
Absolutely.
Well, it's been a pleasure exploring her world with you today.
Likewise. Always fascinating to dig into these lives, you know, uncover the stories behind the characters.
It's about understanding the human experience.
And hey, who knows, maybe someday we'll be exploring your story.
Maybe in another life. For now, I'm happy to be the one asking the questions.
And we're happy to have you guide us on these journeys.
To our listeners, we hope you've enjoyed this look into the life and career of the incredible Marisa Tomei.
Until next time.